Hello. I'm just making a quick video to showcase what I have for Everbloom Dandaloo so far, aside from the mallards. Here. Got all this. Some of it's only half implemented. But something that's not are these eggs. Other than the pteranodon, because the pteranodon is not entirely done. For which there's untamable and normal versions for each. So which one would be a good one to start with? I'm gonna do the dinosaurs today, though. That's a part 1 for them. The pteranodon I'll do for part 2. Eventually I'll get to a couple other things in here, like the dagger stabber or the mallard. Or even the turtle. Or the toad. Well, not the turtle, the tortoise. Okay, where would be good? Forgot I need a scarab. I am testing the electronics in this. I do not know how that's going to work just yet, since I'm still in the testing phase for that part. But when it comes to it, I do have to separate them because, especially the hypsilophodon, the archaeopteryx, and the compsognathus will chase after it. And the parasaurolophus is just ginormous, so might as well just place the parasaurolophus first. A big boy. For which I think it uses silver scarab and it'll tame it. And I'm gonna wait for it to finish that. You can have it set to following, for which, when it is, it'll teleport to you. Sitting. It'll sit down. And wandering. Mainly so it's not glitching out the game when you actually go, like, when I actively do something more with this. Because following gets very buggy. And I'm aware of this little visual detail, but it's overall invisible with the parasaurolophus running towards you, but it's just a small thing. For which next up would be one that I need to put in a fence. The archaeopteryx. Just a little guy. Should be noted that, like, if I place another parasaurolophus, it's going to be a different color. I'm not going to spoil all the colors right now, though. You can sit as well. So this one's the little blue archaeopteryx. For which, actually, I do want to showcase something that I've done with the archaeopteryx, if I remember correctly. I should be able to push it off a ledge and it'll glide. So go, little one. Hold its way down. That's not supposed to happen. There's a special animation for when it's supposed to go down, so I'm just going to kill it so it doesn't accidentally go about and try and kill the hypsilophodon when I get to it. These are mostly small aside from the parasaurolophus, just for testing purposes. The parasaurolophus disappears when you don't look at it. Oh my. It's not good. Oh well. Not much I can do about that, actually. So, next up would be the compsognathus, for which I like how adorable these little things are. Like, same for the archaeopteryx, not just for the sake of it. Oh yeah, if they're set to sitting, they all have a unique sitting animation, but when they're set to sitting, they shouldn't try and walk and kill something, for which, just gonna test that real quick. By placing the hypsilophodon cage right here. Get hypsilophodon. Hello, hypsilophodon. I do not want another banana. Also, they all have unique running animations. But I'm not getting onto that right now. So set you to sitting. Yeah. For showcasing purposes, I am going to do, like, what can be considered abuse, but I'm not going to talk about that right now, because it's a hypsilophodon, and I can spawn infinite of them. So there's a red one. No, I guess the archaeopteryx doesn't care. There's little running animations, and since you might as well also go over that one. Look at it. Just a little funny thing. Doesn't do it every time, it's only when it actively runs away. I like how I did the eyes as well, like from time to time they'll move like that. I'm gonna set it to following, and there. So I moved. Not gonna dawdle on that too long, because you should sit. Getting the animations to do what they did was a nightmare. But at least I think I've made a very special thing that will make it so that every single dinosaur I put in will have it. Also, while on this, for whatever I do with this, do not push the compsognathus close to the hypsilophodon and click it. Just gonna showcase that. Like they're gonna push away from each other. And accidentally clicking the compsognathus means no more. Yeah, I should also say that the running animation is overridden. Like whenever it's hurt. So you just set it back to sitting. Hypsilophodon also has the same eye thing that the thing has. Just not when it's sitting, I think it's yeah, there. It looks behind it for its eyes. Oh, what's another? You know, just for the sake of it, I might as well do the other things. The electronics and ores and stuff have not been fully implemented. What mobs and their drops have. That should be tortoise. Just gonna start with the tortoise then. It does nothing. Like all it does is walk around, and I think it's... forget what it ate. Hold on, I'm gonna check my code real quick. You can't come find it. It will. It's a tortoise. And I know it says turtle egg, but it's a tortoise. I'm gonna lay that there, and eventually it will hatch. Oh, what's the next one? This will break if I try and update this world, but there's a pteranodon. Same as with the others. Damn it. Guess that's following, sitting. I do plan on making it fly at some point. They also have a lot of hit points. What else is there to say? Oh, I forgot to show one dinosaur. Where is it? Oh, the meganeuras. I'm gonna need a lead. Because this thing likes to just buzz around. I do not know how to fix the Z fighting at the current moment. But yeah, whenever it's on a lead, it will try and fall to the ground. But most of the time it doesn't. So, transporting this mob is a nightmare. Especially considering that this is stuck in 1.21.4, meaning you can't transport it with a happy ghast. So, yeah. Yeah, originally it would attack hypsilophodon, but I forget what I have it set to attack now. I have to kill it because it's not very good. I'm gonna kill all the dinosaurs real quick. Showcase. Okay. Okay, that hasn't hatched yet. Yeah, I don't have to kill the dinosaurs, it's just fun. So there's some... Yeah, the Untamables are exactly what they sound like. An entirely separate mob that's entire thing is you cannot tame it. Also, aggressive meganeura is just... You can't tame the original this meganeura. It'll just fly around randomly. Because it was before I did all the other ones. And I don't feel like changing it. So... Yeah. Where is it? Oh, Toad. Toad. Look at me. Thank you. This, I wanted to have a burrow for, but I don't know how to do that yet. I think it would have a block that would burrow into, like the bees, but it would go from the top. Does this tell me? I don't think it does. You're supposed to hatch little egg. Actually, I could try it with the... Well, there you go, it's a baby tortoise. It's not tortoise. 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 Oh, is there another thing I could showcase? Well, of course, it's the mallards. Those are walking around everywhere, so I might as well do the dagger stabber. Also, this is mallard. Reskinned chicken that has unique animations. That's it. And the dagger stabber is currently broken because I took it from the original 1.21 that I was doing to 1. Well, no, it's not 1.21. It was 1.19 where I first added it, and I just carried it over, and it's slightly broken from that. But it's visually the same. It'll still wander around. It just does nothing. Aside from drop the dagger stabber dagger upon death about half the time. I think that would have dropped mallard meat, which is just like chicken. What else is there I can say at the current moment that's completely done? The power stuff is not fully implemented yet. That's the toad burrow. Might as well just place all the blocks. Because why not? Just one I won't be able to place immediately, but I'll drop. So there's toad burrow, which I can remove now. Time, set, day. So there's the toad burrow. It's just a grass block with a giant hole in it. Bronze. Aluminum. Oh. I just now realized that kind of looks like sheet metal. Oh well, aluminum. Oh. I forgot it had a filled version that's right-clickable. Well, that's not supposed to happen just yet. Then the normal and deep save for aluminum. Tin. It's steel. And silicon. Which has just the one. Oh, I almost crossed something extremely important that I had added. Because while I am stealing from another mob to do this, being the Aether, I did get it working. And that would be a good place to put the Aether portal. I'm gonna kill this parasaurolophus. The dinosaurs are hard to kill. Barely drop XP. So it's not recommended since they're also extremely hard to get. Right, or at least I'm planning. The corner's not needed. I'll showcase that real quick. I'm not actually doing this corner. But once lit, I have shown this in Scratch. It just works like a portal, though it doesn't have the immediate thing like the end does. For which, despite being called the Aether, doesn't actually have a bunch of holes in it, like you'd expect, immediately. That's only because it's mostly a underground dimension, being a cursor to that of the Nether. But unlike the Nether, there's something very special at the top. If I can get to it. Be aware everything's due to change. I'm close to the top. I'm gonna give myself night vision. I don't know how. I've forgotten. But you can hear sheep. Ah. Once you reach the top, where all the clouds are, there's a bunch of jungle trees everywhere. With sheep. And occasionally there's going to be deep crevices. Like, this entire world is made up of them. For which, this is very similar to that of the Minecraft jungle because it uses most placed features and the same, like, extremely similar mob spawning, except one very stark difference that's noticeable just right over here. There's the dagger stabber daggers spawn here. As again shown in Scratch, for anyone that actually looks at the things I showed that before. And with that, there's also occasionally a well. This is my first structure and I'm very proud of it. Why do I keep hitting P? I am sorry. But with this first structure is just pillars around a well that has a daylight sensor that'll turn on at night. And I'm gonna see. Yep, here's an example of one. This goes all the way down to the void. There are more of the biomes, I just forget where all of them are. Like, the most prolific is most definitely this. I might as well just do locate for the other two. Because there are two others here. So, Everbloom Deserts. That one might be a good one to start with. I just hope it's a big one. Okay, loaded it in. And yep, it's one of the bigger ones, for which we'll also spawn the meganeuras. Originally it was camels, but I just switched it to the aggressive meganeura. I am trying to make it so that there's like a sand top to it, but for now it's just dagger stabbers everywhere, with an occasional meganeura and pumpkin patch, for which also uses a much more like normal grass color for Minecraft compared to the neon green that the other grasses have. Oh, this one's, I think, the plains already. The plains is just the one without the thing, and it will occasionally spawn toads. I will be making a block for them that will naturally generate instead, but for now that's good. I think. I hope. Because again, I don't know how to modify the top layers just yet. But yeah. After all, extremely vibrant grass usually means that it's fully hydrated, which is perfect for toads. And that's just about all I have to show. I did struggle getting this working. Also, the glowstone portal is very similar to that of the nether portal, and that it can also be like this size, like the normal nether portal size, which I think it did when coming in. But unlike it, you do have to wait to teleport again. So again, it's made for survival mode, not creative. But no matter what dimension you first came in, because you can put in both the nether and the end, it'll always take you to the overworld. It takes a moment to load. For which, you'll just find a nether portal where you came out if you build a new one. For which, for some reason, it took me to an ice spikes. But aside from that, there's not much else to talk about just yet. Like, there is the tomato plant as well, but that's about it, actually. So, one last thing. I just have to find somewhere that is an ice spikes. Wait, I did this before. I teleported to the original plane, so I could just go back there. For which, the little thing I had set up is somewhere. Oh, it's right here. The tomato plant just grows like a sweet berry, which will slow you down, and I think it'll hurt you. For which, if I were to grab something like bone meal, it will grow faster. And then once it gets to that stage, you can pick tomatoes and grow more. I'll probably delete this for auto once this video is done, but that's all I have done completely. I do plan on inserting other mods, for which would probably be the next part to this little series. But well, it's not little, since there's still far too much for me to add still. But when it comes down to it, I will showcase them. Also, hopefully by next video, I will try and figure out how to fix the Z fighting for the one-planed things. Like that. And the feet. Like, that would probably be a good idea as well on my part. Well, bye!